Okay, I know y'all are thinking, oh my God, not another video about what I wish I knew before starting nursing school. Watch this video before you start nursing school. Hey, it's one of those videos, but these are my top 10 things for a list of things that I wish I knew just based on my experience. Everybody's experience is different, right? So everybody's story is going to be just a tad bit different from the other story. So these are the things that I wish I knew before starting nursing school. Number one, if you are not passionate about helping people, just run for the hills right now, because nursing is not for you. Your patients will push that call button and they will want to see you every 5 minutes sometimes. Like, if you don't want anybody constantly calling you and you have to get up and see what they want, see what they need, you're not that type of people person and serving people like that, because nursing is a service. I mean, you're helping people all day, every day for 8 to 10, 12, sometimes 16-hour days. And if that's just not your cup of tea of up and down, it may not be for you. But they do have other things that you can do with nursing. If you don't want to work the floor in a hospital or a nursing home, you can try to get an administrative job. You know, it's where you are more like a nurse manager, or you have an office type of nursing job, like being the quality control or infection control nurse or something in that area. But they do like to have people that are experienced already. So you just have to pretty much get your foot in the door with floor nursing before you can get one of those more office type of jobs as a nurse. Just keeping it real, unless you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that can get you on in. Sometimes it's all about who you know. Number two, if you are in it for the money, you are going to be miserable. Nursing is not easy. It's not an easy job at all. It's work. I mean, it's work. Your feet hurt. If you don't have a good pair of shoes, your back hurts, your head hurts. You get burnt out just from working so much. But hey, if you are in it for the money, at least find your niche. At least find something that halfway excites you. I mean, they have so many different areas in nursing. They have the mental health area, the rehab, the penitentiary nurses, pediatric nurses, baby nurses, geriatric nurses. I mean, you name it, you can find it. They even have nurses that work at job sites like Tyson Foods or any factory. They have a nurse. It's usually an occupational nurse is usually the title. So just remember, if you are in it for the money, just find something that halfway excites you. Number three, nurses won't always be helpful. If you're a new nurse, just develop thick skin right now, because other nurses, seasoned nurses, 10, 20, 30-year nurses, they're not always nice. They're not always helpful. And they don't want to be bothered all the time with all the 1,000 questions that the new nurses tend to have. I mean, you learn the book side of it. You learn a few skill sets in school, but nothing quite prepares you for when you get out there. It's like the book life, and then there's real life. It's like that Pampers commercial. You get huggies with the first baby, and then you get real and get loves. That's how nursing is. So don't be surprised when you run across some mean nurses, okay? Number four, patients lie. Nurses lie. Numbers don't lie. It's just like that song by, what's his name? Lil Wayne. Women lie, men lie, numbers don't lie. Okay, you will have patients that will lie on you. Just flat out lie. I mean, if you do something that upsets them, they will flat out lie. I mean, it just is what it is. Nurses will lie, you know, and say they saw you doing something, or they saw you didn't do something for your patient. I mean, it is what it is. They're still the rumor mill. I mean, nurses are people at the end of the day. They gossip too. They lie too. I mean, it is what it is. So like I said, develop tough skin and be prepared. Number 5. This is more on the school side. Look at and study schools. I mean, do your research. Make sure the school is accredited. That's how you'll get a job faster. That's how you tend to get a job faster, is going to an accredited school. Those are usually acknowledged faster than a school that's not accredited, okay? Make sure it's within your price range if you don't qualify for a Pell Grant, which is basically free money. Just look at their prices, look at their curriculum, and see if it's something that's doable for you and your schedule. Number 6, find a buddy. Find a school buddy. That helped me toward the end when it really, really got tough. I latched onto a couple of good people that were willing to study with me, quiz me. I quizzed them. We quizzed each other, and we just said, look, we're going to get through this no matter what, okay? Sometimes you just need a school buddy to help you get there. Number 7, there's good money, and then there's great money. As a beginning nurse, you're probably not going to make any more than $14 to $16, $17 an hour. Okay, that's different now with COVID going on. But just be prepared that you're going to be like, okay, I thought I would make more money than this, but with no experience, they really tend to use that to their advantage if you don't have experience. Good money versus great money. And even if you can get a traveling job, is way better money than just a regular 9 to 5. Okay? A lot of nurses travel. But then again, even with traveling, you have to have experience. So just remember, there's good money and there's great money. If you want to start in a hospital, the money is not going to be as good as a nursing home. Nobody wants to work at a nursing home. You can have anywhere from 30 to 60 patients depending on the state you reside in. A lot of LPNs work at nursing homes just for the money because they're brand new. Number 8, just remember, there is a nursing shortage. Been like that since I can remember, and it's only gonna get worse. There is a nursing shortage, so don't be surprised if you only have one day off a week and your supervisor's like, can you work that day off? Can you give me 4 hours? Are you able to do 6? I mean, they don't care. They need bodies. They need bodies to show up and just be there. And you have nurses that'll call in on you. You were scheduled to get 6 patients that night. One of the nurses called in, and now you have 8 or 10. You know, and they all have different things going on. So it could be a great night, or it could be a crazy, just Halloween type of night. You don't know what to expect. Okay? You're going to work your butt off because there's always a shortage. And that hasn't changed since I started 8 years ago. I was an LPN for 4 years. I've been an RN for 4 years. Number 9, there are times when you have to be the nurse and you have to be your own CNA. Honey, if it's a small hospital and they only have one CNA for maybe 12 to 16 patients, and your only CNA decides to call in, honey, you're going to be giving medication, and you're going to be turning them every 2 hours. You're going to be helping them take a shower. You're going to be wiping their butt if they're incontinent. Just get ready. Sometimes you have to be the nurse and the CNA. Sad but true. It happens. welcome to nursing. You just have to know that it's for you and it's something you're passionate about, so you just won't be miserable, crying all the time, and just like, what did I get myself into? You know, to each his own. You just got to know what is for you, what you think you were called to do, and what you're just in for the money, and what you're just trying out just to see. You know, these are just some things I wish I had known. Number 10. Racism isn't going anywhere. I'm sorry, sad but true. Racism is very real today, okay? It's just like Will Smith said, you know, racism hasn't gone anywhere. It's just being filmed. Seriously. I'm sorry, I have a train next to where I live. If you guys hear that train in the background, sorry about that. But yeah, you will have patients to say, I don't want this, I don't want a black nurse. I don't want a black CNA. I want a white person taking care of me. You will have a black person that says, I don't want a black person taking care of me. I want a white person. You will have a black person that says, I only want black people in here taking care of me. I don't want any white people taking care of me. I mean, it's the first time I experienced this, I was in total shock. I could not believe it. I'm like, wow, this is real. I mean, if you've never experienced it, and when you finally do, it's just like, it's like a culture shock. It's like, wow, welcome to nursing. Even in nursing, this type of thing exists. You can be, I mean, that patient can be on their dying bed, okay? They could have 1 foot in the grave, and they will look at you in your face and say, you get out of here and get me somebody who's of my color. And what do? You stay professional and you say, okay. Or, I mean, some nurses will try to express themselves a little bit. They'll be like, oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. I will get you someone else to take care of you. You know? And hey, you and your patient just saved yourselves a long, awful, awkward, miserable night. Because you both just would have been miserable. You know? And, you know, I'm glad my teacher told me this early on, that, hey, don't be surprised if they turn you away. And I'm thinking, oh, that'll never happen. But, oh, yeah, it does. It does. So develop tough skin and be ready for just about anything, because it happens. And I don't want to deter you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I just want you to know some of the real sides of nursing and what to look forward to, and just to pretty much help you make up your mind. Is this for me? Will I be able to tolerate somebody not wanting me to care for them? Will I be able to work under short staffing conditions? Will I be okay if a nurse lies on me and said I did something or I didn't do something, and I'll be able to work with that nurse, smile, and keep my head up the next day? If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. But these are just some of the things that I wish I knew before I went to nursing school. I probably would have been a teacher or something. I don't know. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and you all have a great, wonderful, blessed day. Bye.